Hi everyone, welcome to the introduction of ReactJS. I'm Anantha from Devalgo. Let's start. So this tutorial is basically aimed for the absolute beginners. Okay, even if you have don't have any web development background like familiarization with HTML, CSS, JavaScripts, that's absolutely fine for this tutorial. And even if you have familiarization with those things like that's very great for you, and you will quickly catch up with those things. So without any worry, we can just directly jump to the React concepts. Okay, before that, we have to do some environment setup. Talking about environment setup, what all we require for creating a simple React project? First of all, you have to download and install Node.js in your system. So go to the Node.js website and download the Node.js according to your OS and the bit version you are using. So here, for example, I am using Windows 10 64-bit version. So I'll just click on the link and download. Since I have already downloaded the Node.js, I'm not doing it again. And after that, what you have to do, you have to check your installation is working properly. So go to the command prompt and type npm minus minus version. So if that command is working, so a node is properly installed in your system. Also you can check one more thing, node minus minus version. So as you can see, we are using node version 12, and it's recommended to use node above version 10 so that we can create the React project very easily from the command npx create React app. So that we will learn later. And after the proper installation of Node.js, thing you need to have is a IDE or a text editor. So here in this tutorial we will be using Visual Studio Code. You can even use Notepad plus plus, that's also fine, but then you have to parallelly handle command prompt window, and that's annoying for most of developers. And here in Visual Studio we have terminal just below the IDE, so that's comfortable for us in development. So I have increased the font size, and let's start now how to create a React page. So first of all, you need to have some browser installed in system. Preferably you can use Chrome browser, Google Chrome for this project development, and because we have extension React developer extensions, that will be helpful for our debugging purposes. So now let's consider how can we create the project. So creating a project, we need to type the command npx create react app, and you can give the application name. So here we will be building a fruit app application. So I am giving the name fruit app. So now let's wait for the development for the project creation. So you can see the node or npx will download the dependencies for creating the project, and it will take some time, like 2-3 minutes, based on your internet speed and the processing power. So so by the meantime, we will just focus on what we will be building in this tutorial. So before that, let's have just some basic about React. Like React is actually a UI library, a JavaScript library for building the user interface. It's just concentrate this. This is the difference between React and Angular. React is a library, JavaScript library, while Angular is an framework. Okay, now let's come to the planning of our application. So basically we will just design a simple application which will touch most of the core areas of the React concepts. And for that purpose, what we are deciding is we will have a small text area, which will change according to the user interaction. Like for example, first time there will be some fruit like apple. Okay, so when I press on next button, the apple should change to next fruit available. For example, that may be orange. So like that, whenever there are next fruit items, it will load one by one according to the user next user when user interacts the next button. So that's so that from that we can understand there is a change in the UI area. Like if you can observe, the sample fruit area will be changing dynamically according to the button press, like next button. Okay, so then what that's mean, like some UI changes there, or we can say some state changes there. So that's a concept of React. What React does is it detects the changes or state changes, and it will render only that particular area. For example, it will not load the next button every time when we click the next button. It will only concentrate on this area. It will re-render based when re-render when we press button again and again. Not entire page is loaded. In normal HTML, CSS, JavaScript concept, we mostly do what we do. We reload the page, or another technique is using Ajax and other steps. But React has bring the concepts of components, or we can say parts of web pages. Okay, so only components which have some state changes, they are reloaded again and again. So that's I know you are thinking like that's a lot of theoretical step. So I'm not interested on boring you guys. Basically, I'm just giving a small introduction, and we will have this practical. We will have this example when actually the practical example of this concept while going forward. So let's pause for now. Do subscribe to the channel. So do like, share, and comment for a Devalgo channel, and we will be creating more of this type of tutorials. Until then, bye bye.